Good morning, everybody. I went live last Saturday morning, and a few of you said, are you going to do this every Saturday? So I said, yeah, for the next few weeks I will, while I'm prepping fabric. Isn't it miserable this morning? It's so dull. I've actually got the light on because it's just so dull. I hope I'm live. Can't see anybody in yet, but I know there's a bit of a delay. So I'm hoping I'm live. Is there anybody about? Is there anybody there? Oh, there we go. Jem and DMH. Hello. Hope you're both well. I was worried there, I hadn't gone live. Hi, Chris. So, more fabric prepping. I managed to find some navy. I've had another look through my stash, and I've got some more fabrics to prep. I'm just waiting for a message off someone about 8. Hi, Nia. Hi, Claire. I'm just waiting for a message. Hi, Maria. Oh, is it nice and sunny? You lucky thing. Hi, Carol. Hi, Chris. Hi, Keith. I think I've got everybody. Hope you're all well. Despite the weather, still got hay fever, which is rather annoying, but there we go. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a message about eight masks, so I'm just waiting to hear back off the lady, see what design she wants. And I think some of them were blue, so I thought I'd get a head start on the blue. Where's it miserable? It's miserable in Leeds. I had a shop manager when I worked in an ex-catalogue shop who was from Leeds, and she was really lovely. What I need to do is see if I'm getting a... So annoying. I wish it would just come up on your when you're doing a live. It would be really handy, YouTube, if you're listening, if it would come up on the actual... yeah, Leeds is Yorkshire. Hi, Adrian. I wish it would come up on your YouTube main page to say that you're going live, because then I could go in the chat, because it's much smaller, the side chat on the StreamYard stream. Last Saturday I got an email to say I was live, and I haven't had it this morning, which is annoying, because then I went into that, and then that is really annoying. Never mind, I'll just have to manage with this. Just make it a bit bigger. See if I can make it a bit bigger. A little bit. So what are you all up to this morning? I was very excited yesterday because I had some new saucepans delivered, which sounds really sad, but if you're a fan of cooking like I am, I bought some tower pans last time that had a 10-year guarantee, and I've had them 6 years and they're in a right state. So I suppose it must be light use, and I use pans all the time, so maybe I've overused them, but definitely ready for some new ones. So this time I've gone for Salter, and they're gold something, and you're supposed to not need much oil with them, and they've got a 10-year guarantee, so we'll see how we go with those. I got them in the sale, so I paid £108 for 3 frying pans and 3 saucepans, so we'll see. I think the last lot I think they were on special offer on a shopping channel, and I think they were about £100, and that was 3 saucepans and one of those pans with the drip thing in the lid. Oh, some more people come in. Who's come in? Oh, hello, Lex. Hello, Cola Flipper. Hope you're okay. It's one of those mornings, isn't it, where you just want to stay in bed. And I thought, no, I sat there for about an hour and I thought, no, I'm going to get up. I've got lots to do. And I could just easily stay in bed, but no. But nothing wrong if you do. Enjoy. As my friends know, I'm quite lazy at the best of times, so. And Darren's on his Xbox with his mates already. So it's his birthday next Sunday, so I really hope the weather sorts itself out by next Sunday. Well, we were hoping to have a barbecue next weekend, but whether that happens, I don't know. Just me and him. So I got him a barbecue for his birthday. Right, I think this might take more starch than usual. It's quite a thick cotton. Ooh, careful. Bloomin' love the smell of starch. I probably said that last week. Such a lovely smell. It's like fresh washing. It's really good. Really, if you're starting out sewing, it's one of my my top 5 things you need, because it just preps the fabric so it's much easier to sew. So, just everybody saying morning. What's Adrian saying? Just pack some stuff I sold off to post office in a bit, then listing some RA and Facebook Marketplace pickups when I get back. Oh, excellent, Adrian. You've been busy then. I would blooming love to go to some sales and get some RA. I've done that the last 2 summers, but never mind. Not to be this year. Right. Just let that soak in for a bit. Ooh. What's going on, Jem? What did I miss? Yeah, I would. You're sorting jewellery for a change, are you, Lex? We've got a really thick wall between our living room, where the internet, what do you call it? I want to say hub, but it's not hub. The thingamadoodly. That's under the TV that supplies the internet. There's a wall about that thick between the living room and the bedroom. So sometimes the internet's a bit rubbish in our bedroom. And we've got a Sky Q box. So sometimes that plays up. But we have got a booster in the hallway, so that shouldn't happen. Sky came and moved our dish because they said it was the trees. But it's not, because it plays up. I mean, we've just really pruned the tree outside my window because we thought that might be affecting it. And it was sort of leaning over here, coming over towards the window. So Darren hacked two branches off it. It does look a little bit sorry for itself now, but it had to be done. Has anyone noticed there's games on Sky now? If anyone's got Sky, there's games on Sky now. I've had a quick go on one, but it is quite awkward playing with the remote control. I'm terrible. The game that I am addicted to, I don't know if anyone else is Candy Crush Soda. I'm blooming addicted to it. That's terrible. I purposely did not go on that this morning because it does this thing where it gives you half hour of unlimited lives, and then you get a bonus, and then you get 2 hours, and then you end up on it all morning, which is not good. Not very productive. How much am I selling my masks for? They are, the normal ones, like unlicensed fabric, are £6 each, and the licensed fabric ones are £7 each. And I charge £2.50 one off for postage. Doesn't matter how many masks you order. And they are, I'll show you because I have made some up. I'll show you what they're like. So they open up like that, and they're lined. So they're 100% cotton, so 2 layers lined. I can do 3 layers if you need 3 layers. Anyone in Wales, you have to wear 3. I've just made Lex a 3-layered one. And I haven't got one with the ribbon on. I've got all different colours of ribbon that goes across each side, so you can tie them above your ear and then round your neck. So yes. And there was a study about different fabrics, and cotton's one of the best ones. Cotton or linen, which this is a cotton linen blend. They're the best fabrics to use. And obviously they recommend washing at 60, but I lock all my stitches, so they should wash fine. Obviously you'll be washing the starch out, so they'll be softer, a little bit softer when you've washed it, but they should be fine to wash. I didn't see you asked me that, sorry. Yeah, I've had one sale overnight. Oh, that was Jem asking. Yeah, Candy Crush soda, bad. Oh, excellent. Oh, I'm glad that's good, Lex. Thank you. Yeah, message me on Instagram or Facebook. If you go on Facebook, and it's Cover Me Up UK is my my business Facebook, and then if you want to message me on Instagram, it's Karin_the_sewing_thrifter. But if you just, I mean, I've got quite an unusual name, Karin, so you should be able to find it easily. And it's my little sewing machine logo that's on Instagram. It's pink, if you're not already following me. So they're the 2 ways that you can contact me. I haven't put any masks on eBay yet because I haven't needed to. My lovely friends have ordered off me, my family have ordered off me, and Instagram, loads of people off Instagram have ordered off me, so I've been really busy. So I haven't needed to put any on eBay, but to be honest, I've looked at them on eBay, and some of them are absolutely shocking that people are selling. Whereas I'm quite you're probably shocked to find out I'm quite a stickler for detail, and I like my sewing to be neat and professional. My dad rang and he said, "Oh, we've got the mask, thank you." And he goes, "I'm really surprised how professional they look, and the stitching's so straight." I was like, "Yes, Dad, I do sew a lot." He was surprised. Bless him. I think he's always surprised if I do something well. Right, so that's that done, so I'll cut that up shortly. Hi Lisa J, you alright? Alright, okay. Yes, I found you. You can do. I'm very I'm sorry, but when I get a lot of men who haven't got a lot of history on their Instagram, and they've just got a name and they're nothing to do with reselling, they request to follow me on Instagram. I'm sorry, you get deleted. If you're a reseller and you want to follow me on Instagram, you need to send me a message to tell me, "Hi, I'm such and such. I'm a reseller." Because otherwise I'll delete you. Sorry, because I've had a bit of trouble with Instagram a while back. So Yes, another ironing sesh, Shelley. Exactly. Why pay fees if you don't have to? I've got it all recorded, and because I don't know if anyone else is like this. I have got a spreadsheet on my computer, but I like to use a ledger and write down as I go with my accounts. So I do that, and then I tally it all up and add it onto the spreadsheet, which is probably wrong, but that's how I like to do it. My jobs, I've always had a pen and pad next to me, and I just like writing, so I always do that. Sorry about my croaky. It should wear off soon. So nobody's told me what they're up to. Is nobody up to anything? Are they having a lazy day? I'm probably going to watch a film later. I don't know where to put things. I've cut a few of these because it's lovely, this bee fabric, so I've cut a few of those. I just got that delivered this week. So oh, I've just had a message I could send Darren, but then I didn't know if he'd know what to buy. Basically, my local sports centre, it used to just do car boots on a bank holiday Monday. I've just had a message to say they're going to do them every Saturday. That's probably to earn some extra money, because they nearly went out of business because of the lockdown. So they had a GoFundMe page, so a lot of people helped them. If anybody's from Newcastle, it's the Blue Flames. That's where I had my wedding reception, the Blue Flames Rugby Club and Sports Complex. It's got a gym and 2 big sports halls and weddings, funerals, and all that kind of stuff there. So that could be interesting. The only problem is it is a short metro ride, which I am too scared to do right now. It's too scared to do. Oh, sorry, Carol. That sounds nasty. Yeah, I do like to buy stationery. I have lots of it. Shelley. I don't think it's my face coverings. I think it's my well, it was before. It might change now actually, because I've changed to my logo instead of my face. I had a very nice which I still have on my YouTube, a very nice picture of me that's been enhanced, shall we say. All the lines and wrinkles and blemishes, and my teeth have been whitened, my eyes have been whitened, so I look more attractive than I actually am. So I think that might be why. Morning, Mike, you okay? I am actually not in my PJs this morning, you'll be pleased to know. If you can see, move across. Jogging trousers and a rugby shirt, so I am actually dressed. I'll message you after the live, Jem. Unless you want me to read out your message on. Oh, Heather's there. Sorry, Heather. Hello, you all right?
Hello, yeah. Not very long, no. I just thought I'd pop on and say hi, and I am still in my pyjamas.
That's a different one from last week.
Oh, I have a few of these. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. I've got lots of listing to do today.
Listing?
Yeah. And I've got to go to the bank and get some cash, because I've got no money.
Yeah, I've got cash that really needs to go in the bank.
Ah. Yeah, I don't have to go in the bank. I just go to the hole in the wall.
Yeah. I found some nice fabric in my stash. I thought I'd someone might like that.
Oh yes,
very good. Brown and roses. Thought that was quite nice.
But I'm pretty sure they're going to be compulsory for wearing out and about. So I think you're right on the rise of a trend.
All this hoarding fabric There was a reason for it. It was destined to be useful.
Exactly. You couldn't have known, but it's justified it all.
Hoarding fabric for 6 years.
Just in case there's a pandemic.
Hi, Lainey.
Oh, hello, Lainey.
I know, cash. I've actually got some cash. Although I don't know, because what I did was last time I was doing some sourcing, instead of, because normally I just keep using my card and you lose sort of touch with how much you're spending, don't you? So I thought, right, this time I'm going to withdraw £300 so I know how much I've got, and I've got a separate purse that I use when I'm sourcing. Of course, I didn't spend it all, did I? So I've got about £100.
So burning a hole in your purse, is it?
Yeah.
Spent.
Because normally I spend whatever I have and more when I go to my mum and dad's, but when I went in February, it was just slim pickings a bit. I suppose it's time of the year. I think I usually do better in the summer.
It probably was the time of year. February wasn't the greatest.
No.
Yeah. I mean, back in February, I think I was going to jumble sales and there were lots of £2 charity shop sales, which that's when I like the charity shops. And I was looking for that particular shop to get going again and start. So I'm actually going to go into town today and just have a wander around for a bit of exercise, get some cash, and see if any of the charity shops look like they're making ready to reopen, and just be nosy. Just go and see if I can say good morning, hello, and when are you opening, and is everything all right? Is everybody all right?
See, what's quite rare with the charity shop that I was volunteering in was there wasn't any old people, which is quite rare, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, my favourite charity shop had some very wobbly ladies who really are not going to be working in now. I wouldn't have thought for some considerable time. So they're going to, but the managers will have to. So, I don't know. It'd just be nice to catch up with them and find out if they're all right and how things are and what the plan is if they've got one.
Had another message there. Oh, someone else messaging me. Do I happen to have any Stingray fabric? No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Actually, quite recently I sold a duvet cover that was Stingray, but it's very big graphic, so it wouldn't have worked on a mask. You need a little graphic, don't you, really?
Yes, yeah, Ditzy or Ditzy print.
And then I saw somebody rather creepily on one of my posts wearing what had obviously been adapted from an old tour T-shirt of Adamant. So they literally had his face there, and that looked very disturbing.
Oh,
strange. No. Much as I'm fond of wearing the T-shirts, I was like, a bit wrong.
Beach design.
Ooh.
I would like to order some if you could. All right. I'll have a look with my 2 suppliers and see what I can find. If failing that, the bee fabric that I got recently for someone, I got that on eBay. So I don't know if you want to have a look on eBay.
Yeah, that would be very well.
Send me a link and I'll buy it. Stephen, is it Store 69? I think it is.
It is, yes. Stephen Greenfield. I remembered. The other Steve Green.
I think I've ironed this bit of fabric about 4 times. I need to starch it. That's the thing, you forget what you've done. Oh, I'm so excited about one of Darren's birthday presents. It's hopefully coming this morning.
Ooh.
Or Monday.
I've got my husband's birthday presents already. They're hidden.
Yeah.
Somewhere he'll never look. He knows what they are, but they're still hidden. Sorry?
His birthday next Sunday.
Oh, right. No, my hubby's isn't till the 4th of July.
I can where did I put it? I can show you the card. I think you've seen it, haven't you? That won't have done.
Oh, might have done.
I know he's not watching because he's on Xbox with his mate.
Carol Baskin. That is
People
fun.
like that.
Did you order that online?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been some good ones about.
Move that across a bit. Jinx it on that. What Lex has written.
Oh, I've got a, yeah, sorry, I didn't realise it was, oh, watching The Tiger King, which we did, we sort of binge watch it slightly, was very disturbing, I thought. It was very a worrying study on the state of mentality. Yeah. I
think I watched two or three episodes, and then it just kept repeating itself.
A little bit, yeah.
And I thought, oh, it could have been done in less episodes. So I said to Darren, oh, you watch the rest of that. I started watching the documentary about Michelle Obama last night.
Oh, right. What were we watching? Can't remember now. Oh, we watched the very last Killing Eve.
Love. Oh, we watched CSI.
Oh, I've never seen those.
Oh, you see, we watched it years ago, and then some of it didn't record, so we stopped watching it. And it's been on again on repeats on what's it called, Sky Witness. So I've been recording it every night. So we watch an episode every night, basically. So that's good.
Yeah, we watched a thing called Altered Carbon. That was quite good, but it was a bit too clever for its own good, but beautifully shot.
Yeah.
But when you try and really, sometimes think some of these TV series, they get so complicated because they want to spin them for as long as they can, that you end up not actually liking or caring about the character, which I think is a bit of a flaw. The only other person, it was a bit boring actually, Stoll. The Tiger King thing, it got sort of tiresome. I felt very sad for that state of humanity watching it. Yeah. It was depressing for that, you know.
It does. I've got no patience for people like that, honestly. I'm terrible, and I'm not very good at hiding it with my face. I wasn't very good when we had the corner shop because you used to get some right funny people that used to come in, and my face. My mum used to say, rude.
Expressive.
I'm trying my best, Mum, but when you get asked such stupid questions, it's hard not to roll your eyes.
Yeah, the eye roll, a speciality. It's hard not to look at somebody as if to say, "What the hell is going on in your head?" I think I've learned to be kinder.
Some people just speak for the sake of speaking, even if they've got nothing important, interesting, factual to say. They're just spewing their brain out, and it's just like, nah.
And it is that thing where I think, did you check that you were carrying your brain cell today when you left the house? Clearly not. No, I'm a lot kinder now. I'm older, but when I was younger, I just didn't understand. I think there was part of me that just didn't get that the world, people operate very differently. I understand a bit better now, and maybe I'm a little more patient with it. But yeah.
Welcome, Natasha Natters. There's a new person there.
Oh, hello, Natasha Natters.
Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, good morning. I just thought I was coming on for a natter with you. I didn't realise I was in front of the world. Sans makeup. It's like, oh,
look what Stephen's put. He's put, she's notorious in Felixstowe. If it's the woman you're thinking of, right? There's two that used to come in our shop. There's one woman, quite chubby, with long brown hair that she always had in a ponytail, and she had a son. And there was another woman who only had one boob, but she used to tell you all the time that she'd had breast cancer, like every single time. It was obviously for sympathy.
Yeah, that's
mad as well.
Yeah.
One or t'other. And we had a man that smelt so bad. In the end, we had to ban him from the shop, and he just used to come to the door and tell me what he wanted. I have to go get it for him. And he used to pay in 2p's.
Oh, took a long time doing it.
Yeah. It was normally a bottle of the cheapest sherry we had.
Indeed.
£2.99 bottle of sherry.
Oh, very sad. We used to have people like that come in the charity shop when I volunteered in a Sue Rider here in Tunbridge for about a couple of years when we first moved here. And yeah, there were sometimes you really had to hold your breath.
I wonder if Stall 69 remembers my parents' shop. Beach on the corner of Beach Station Road and Langer Road. It was called West Beach Stores. I think it's now a beauty parlour. And Russell Court was across the road, which I lived in Russell Court for a little while, and I lived above the shop as well. It was a little parade of shops before you got to the beach, before the Sunday market. I'm trying to think who he's talking about there. Blonde, glamorous,
very demanding. Hello.
I don't know.
Goodness me.
Oh, did you? I might have served you.
Well, there you go. Yeah. When I was a teenager, I used to work in, I used to have jobs, Saturday jobs in the local shops in Sevenoaks. And I worked in a WH Smith's, and it was in a really old, creaky building, like really low ceilings. And you'd go upstairs, and it was all literally practically untouched. You know, where they had, because I worked in the record department, which is one of my favourite jobs ever. I had the whole department to myself. It was lovely. Peace.
We had a lovely little record shop called Ian's Records, and it was probably the size of like a box room. Yeah. But it was floor to ceiling records and CDs and stuff. And I used to buy all my CD singles from there. He had a lot of knowledge, that guy. Yeah,
yeah.
There was an antique shop there last time I looked, selling bric-a-brac. Oh no, that must have just been for a short while because it was a mobility centre for years. And then the last time I was in Felixstowe in February, I saw that it was a beauty parlour.
I don't think I've ever been to Felixstowe. Sounds nice.
You're not missing much.
Oh, sounds nice. I just don't think I've ever been. There's sort of lots of places that I've just had no call to go to, you know. It'd be nice to go exploring, I think, once all this has died down a bit. That road trip idea is much more of a reality, because I think I could probably do it and go, you know, quite happily pop off for a weekend and head off down.
Oh, road trip place, and you've obviously got 12 charity shops in the town centre, and it's all down one road, so it's very easy to find them all.
So, yes, we're like that, the same.
Yeah, so it's worth doing.
Yeah, we're 14 here, but a lot of them are very expensive though, because of where we are. So some I just don't even go in, really. There's just no point in terms of time and productivity and what I get out of it. But it's fun when people come and visit, because I can say, look, zzz, zzz. Right, that one done.
You see what Laney's put?
It was a twin? Oh, I've missed this. Sorry, I'm sort of half on two screens here because I'm working as I'm nattering. He was a twin and I didn't know. At the end of Felix's foot.
Felixstowe.
Oh, dear. Thank you. I'm not evolved yet. I've only had one cup of coffee. What do you expect? Intelligence.
It's a day trip kind of place, Felixstowe. It gets a lot of coaches. Day trippers on, because you've got the seafront and the prom and the arcades and stuff like that.
Because we're quite away from the sea here. Our nearest sort of seaside place would be Hastings, which is about 30 miles away, I think. But it'd be very busy at this time of year.
I do, but I didn't go in there very often, because when I was before I moved here, we moved here when I was 23. I was just into new stuff. I didn't buy anything secondhand. So
my sister was like that. Yeah.
It's because I grew up, everything was secondhand. So when I got my first job and everything, I wanted everything new. But I've gone back to I prefer secondhand stuff now. It's cheaper.
Yeah, I've always loved vintage, what we now call vintage stuff. I've always loved really old stuff. Rena Scimento. I can't spell that name. Rena Scimento. It's an odd brand I've never heard of.
Yeah, my mum gets that, Carol. Everyone thinks my mum is rude because she's so shy. She doesn't speak unless she's spoken to. And I have to, like, if I'm going anywhere, I have to say, Mum, make an effort to make contact and smile, even if you don't speak, because people think you're rude.
Yeah, my sister is, she's less shy as she's gotten older, but yeah, very, very shy. But it does appear that they're not engaging, you know, and that's the thing. You kind of have to work a bit harder if you're made that way.
No, Russell Smith's was too expensive for me. It was New Look and Dorothy Perkins. My mum was the cleaner in Russell Smith's. She used to get staff discounts. So I used to get stuff sometimes. Sorry, I'm talking about shops in Felixstowe.
Yeah.
Russell Smith's is like a little they sell like jewels and all those sort of higher end brands. I'm trying to think, Radley bags and
very nice.
Jaeger. All that kind of stuff. But it's quite expensive.
Oh God. Oh, I'll do that later. Yeah. I've got some auctions ending in the next couple of days and they should do well, so I'm quite hopeful for a decent weekend. Tarot cards.
You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I haven't done any auctions for ages, and the stuff that I've had hanging about for a while, I'm going to stick on auction, like low price. My sale ends on Monday anyway. I've done quite well.
So long as you've covered your costs and you're happy, you know, you start it at a price and you wouldn't cry if it went for that.
Yeah.
That's the key, really. And then it will probably go. But what it'll do is it will also stimulate the rest of your shop.
Yeah. So, well, I've still got some stuff that cost me 50p an item. So I'll put that on low.
Yeah, because I tend to have, I do put on some auctions every day and I kind of relist my unsolds as fixed prices. So I've always got something new going on every day, even if it's just a very few. And it just seems to keep things ticking over. That's pretty, isn't it?
Yes, that is. That's nice.
Do you like little florals? It's a tiny. It's a 14 actually. I thought it was tiny, but it's not. Not my thing at all. But you know.
I said hello to Joan Morris. Hello, Joan, and hello, Emma, and Neil. And Neil, is that you that was on the quiz, the couples quiz, or is that not?
Oh, Susan, she's working. Hello, Lainey.
You live somewhere near me. Oh, hello, Sue. Oh, do you want to hold up the dress again for Natasha?
Oh, okay. It's lovely, actually. It's it is a new look 14, and it is actually a true wrap dress.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So it's got this kind of frill at the front, you know, with the V, short sleeves. It's a bit of a sort of tea dress kind of thing, really. Ditzy print, and it's probably, hang on, let's see how long it is. I would say it's a slightly shorter length, just above the knee, depending on your height, because I'm no guide for that.
It would be below the knee on me.
Yes, it might be, and yeah, but on me it would probably be slightly indecent. So yeah, we won't go there.
Oh, it wasn't you. It wasn't you, Neil. Is it another Neil?
Oh, that's your size, Jen. It's rare to find nice things like this in like a 12 or 14. They'll always pop up in an 8 or something, but. Which is fine. That's why I thought I'd list it separately. These came from my bundles.
Hello, Antoinette and Vicky as well. You've just come in. I'm not getting much done, am I? I'm waffling too much.
What are you supposed to be doing this morning? Starching your fabric?
So I'm just going to starch a couple. I've found a load more fabric, so I'm just going to starch a couple. I'm waiting to hear back from someone about eight masks. So
Cool.
she's going to tell me what she wants and pay straight away. So I shall be doing those this afternoon and tomorrow. And then makeup, I've got to make up some to put on Instagram to show people what I've got available, so people can, because a few people have messaged me and I said I'll put some pictures up of what's available and then you can just buy what's available.
And are you getting quicker at it now that you've done more? You know, is it speeding up a bit now?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I made one for Carla's son, and Carla was quite shocked how quickly I made it.
Yeah.
And then I sent it straight away as well, because Darren was just going to the post office for me. So I said, oh, just hang on a minute, I'll get this one finished and you can send that one as well.
So it's super speedy.
It's my semi-professional sewing machine. I absolutely love. It's so quick, accurate. You know, never any problems with the stitching. The net that I use for when I'm using the blue, that one behind my mic there, I use on with the blue fabric, because the trouble is with the semi-professional one is you need the big cones, you know, the big
big things of
cones. Yeah. So obviously when I'm using the little one, I can't swap over. So that is just, the stitching's not as good. It doesn't like 3 layers of fabric. It's very temperamental, so it probably takes me twice as long to make a mask on that one than it does my professional one, which is a shame because I can't use black thread on all of the coverings, just the ones with black in.
Yes, I can see that. I've just sold a pair of trainers. Well, someone's just paid for them. They won them on auction. So that saves me having to file them up in the garage because they're here. They weren't perfect by any means, but obviously they were ones people wanted. Yay!
Good.
Lucky.
Someone's saying there, would you be tempted to have a bob? I don't know if you'd suit a bob.
Is that me?
Yeah.
I
think it's because your grey's nearly at bob level.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to sort of take a bit off the bottom, but me and short hair, especially a structured style, never works. And the reason is my hair grows so fast that neat edge that you need to make a bob look like a bob and not just like something's landed on your head, it will grow out unevenly. So it wouldn't hold that shape for more than a couple of weeks, and then it'll start looking a bit odd. Also, I'm just used to long hair. It's kind of I think I'm always going to have long hair, even when I'm really old, and I'm getting there before anyone says anything.
My hair's grown a bit quicker this time because I had it cut quite short in February, and it has actually grown a bit quicker this time, which is good.
You're not using product and straighteners, I think, isn't that what you said you weren't using? And I'm sure that
I had over a month with no hairdryer and no straighteners.
I'm convinced that makes a difference. I mean, all right, my hair's always grown, but I never use anything on it, hardly ever. So it just does what it does. And I know I'm quite lucky, but I do think that putting heat on the hair must weaken it if you always, however much products you put to protect it, it's, yeah, you know, and your hair looks lovely now. So,
well, it's still, as you can see, very thin here.
But that may thicken up, you see, as you, hair can come back. I mean,
I have got some stuff that you put in every night, but I forget quite a lot to put it in.
I'm being eyeballed by a small sparrow on the wire outside. He's like looking at me like, who are you? I'm like, I live here. Thank you.
Well, and the same, hair grows faster in warmer weather. Well, we have just had some warm weather, haven't we?
Yes, and I molt more in spring and autumn. I have noticed this. We're definitely in springtime. There's more hairs everywhere. It's like, oh dear. Yeah, I don't need a hairdresser, you see. It's not affected me very much at all. The lockdown on that front.
Oh, if anyone oh, here we go. Just my message back about my face covers. Dark colours, but if you don't have enough fabric for that, I could get 2 purple, 2 black, spotty, 2 grey, and 2 plain blue. Any combination will be fine. Yeah, I could do that.
for some reason, new look wrap dresses seem to be going for very good money. I'm kind of slightly surprised.
Ooh,
There's
that
new
is-
look
yeah.
business or something. If I missed something, well, stick it on auction, see what happens.
Yeah. Actually, they were saying on Lorraine, on the fashion bit on Lorraine, that dresses are selling really well at the moment because people are fed up of wearing their loungewear and they want to make an effort and put a dress on. So dresses are selling really well. So
Well, I've got quite a lot of them, so I'm really hoping that's true. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I don't wear dresses that often because I often find that the waist is in the wrong place. It's too low. And wrap dresses and me just don't get on at all because I'll just be showing the world my knickers, which is one gust of wind and it's hey ho, here we go. So
I don't like the wrap dress because it's always too low.
yeah,
Wise, I like
the bust is always it's always like gapey. No one needs to see that. Not on me. Pale floor, bitsy, tea grass. Pretty flare.
I'll tell you what I wanted to look at as well. Peter Cummins, thank you very much, Peter. He's been telling people to watch me so I can get my monetization switched on because I haven't got enough watch hours at the minute.
I think I'm the same, but I don't put out enough content, and I haven't got time. I know it sounds really lazy, but I haven't got time, and I'm not terribly inclined. I love doing it, and it's fun, but if I thought I had to do it, I think it would lose its and everyone else is doing so marvelously with it. I don't feel I would add anything particularly interesting to it.
You're more of a live stream kind of person than a vlogger.
It's because I can't edit. It's because I don't know how to do anything else. And I'm perfectly happy doing everything off the cuff. It's probably easier if I do that. I never plan anything, so it's just how things happen. But I can't edit, and I just can't get my head around that at all. I've tried, failed. So if you get anything, it'll be a live stream. Yeah, but obviously I've not got hauls and things that I can really be showing at the moment. So. But I love watching everyone else's. I mean, I love watching Carla's weekly waffle and Lexi's experiments, and I love all that. It's fun. But then I think it's because I know them. Because I know them as people anyway, it's kind of different. But yeah, and I tend to have them on while I'm working as well. So it's like having the radio on, if you know what I mean.
How close am I to? You need 4,000 watch hours, and I'm on 3,051.
Ooh, close.
Close-ish.
Yeah, that's close.
1,060 subscribers.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, I don't even know how many. I don't. Every now and again, someone says, or it pops up and says someone new subscribed to me. Oh, how lovely. Yeah, I'm just not organised enough to do anything else, really. It's like, oh, I feel like doing something. I know, I'm going to go on. No thought process involved at all, and I think that's probably fairly obvious in my content.
The amount of weekly vlogs that I've started. I mean, props to Carla for doing that every week on week, because the amount of weekly vlogs that I've started and then forgotten about, given up, thought that's boring, and just not put them on. Ridiculous.
I think you should just put them on, and if people watch them, they watch them, and if they don't, they don't. I think the thing is not to worry about what other people think.
Yeah.
Too much. Because if you're just being yourself, then that's far more authentic.
Oh, that's great, Lainey.
Oh, wow. 547. Yeah. Oh, Lainey's quizzes. I mean, those ones where she has someone on.
Oh, I love that.
The one that you did, I think that's fabulous. Yeah, I'd love to do that. If you need a volunteer, I'd love to do that one day. I'm usually no good at quizzes, but it would be fun.
You'd be good at that bit. See, I try to look up some strange animals, and all the animals I'd looked up, none of them came up.
There's more strange animals in the world than we could ever know.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a zoology degree, for God's sake, and I still don't recognise all of them. I can have a good guess, but, you know.
Oh, I've missed a bit.
Oh, don't want to miss a bit.
I was just saying that it's annoying, though, that I can't... Oh, thank you, Joan. I think you're biased, though, Joan. You're so lovely.
Oh.
I could probably say the alphabet and you'd be happy.
Well, you're just doing yourself down. Say thank you, and that's all you need to say.
Thank you very much, Joan.
That's the thing when people get compliments, they immediately start quantifying them and explaining. It's like, thank you. That's all that needs to be said. That's a hard one to do, actually, but it works.
I really wish that Darren would be in my vlogs. Then it would be much easier, because then I wouldn't have to worry. Because at the moment he's home all the time, so you know, I can't really do a vlog without him walking in, or you know.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but then that's part of the, you know, you're operating at home. That's just part of life, isn't it? You know, my lovely man wanders in occasionally with a cup of tea, and that's fine. But he'd never want to be on. It's no, it's not a thing at all. Oh, polyester and elastane. There we go. Lovely blend. It's done. I quite like listing when I get in the mood.
I wish I did.
I'm not always in the mood, but I tend to do I mean, I've got all my schedules done now until the 26th of June. So I literally build up about 100 odd drafts, and then I just schedule them.
Good. That's really good.
But it takes me a while to build up that, you know, that number. But I'd rather do it in one go than do little bits. I can't deal with doing little bits.
Yeah. I just need to tell Darren something. Your leaf blower's coming between 12.
She's left me to my own devices. Bloody dangerous. I could swear on her channel, but I won't. Oh, caught red-handed.
Bright enough for me to turn my light off yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make too much difference.
No.
Oops. Oh, it's all these bloody item specifics. That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
You should know, because you've already typed it in. You know, it's kind of like,
Right, I've got the chat open on my phone now, so I don't have to keep going over there. So hopefully I can get something done. Yes, Lainey's going to do a quiz. I think she's going to have several people on at once, and we're all going to have a specialist subject. Right, so mine's going to be sewing.
Oh, I see.
And what we were talking about was, if you get a question right on your specialist subject, you score 1 point. But if you get a question right on the other person's specialist subject, you score 2 points.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh, Carla's in.
Hi, Carla.
5 minutes only, and I might sneeze any second now.
Okay.
I can feel a sneeze coming. I'm just parcelling, but I've got to go out the door in about 5 minutes, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello while parcelling.
All right, okay.
Hello. Loving the red top. Loving that.
It matches my red face this morning, I tell you. I think I'm having one of those moments, a tropical moment. How is everyone?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, all good.
Morning, chat.
Listening.
I've just been out rescuing all my washing out of the dirt in the garden where the line snapped in the night. This is why you shouldn't leave your washing out when it rains, people, because it gets heavy. Learn from your Auntie Carla's mistakes.
Oh my word.
Now it's all got to be washed again.
Oh, boring. Yeah, tiresome.
One of my parents' neighbours, her washing's out on the line for about a week.
That might be me. That might be me.
Do you have a massive trampoline in your garden?
Not so as I've noticed. I wouldn't mind one, actually.
That'd be fun.
There was a joke going around about during the storms, wasn't there? When there were those really high storms earlier this year, and there was a joke going around about these storms are great. So far, I've gained a trampoline, a greenhouse, and half a shed, or something like that.
Lovely.
Oh, I'm so hot.
Oh, it's really chilly here.
I am loving. Sorry.
I say it's nice here too. It's lovely.
Yeah, sunshine and well, we could do with drying up the acres of rain that fell yesterday. So,
You had a shed load, didn't you?
yeah, it was as if somebody just pulled a plug out up there, and I was like, whoa. But yeah, I'm loving these new prices on Packlink. They're making me happy. Yeah. Every time I buy postage, I'm like, yes.
I couldn't believe it. Yesterday, I posted about 13, and I was like, oh dear God, this is brilliant. Happy. Yeah.
I've just been down and picked up my hire car for next week. I've got a Suzuki Swift.
Ooh.
Which basically looks like a shoebox.
Okay. Aerodynamic then.
The cop said to me, what do you want? And I said, what's cheap? Whatever's cheapest, that's what I want, you know? So I've got a Suzuki Swift, and he said to me, can you drive an automatic? I said, well, I never have. He said, do you want to? I said, not so you'd notice.
Once you drive an automatic, you don't want anything else. That's the problem.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a little blue. I really like the colour. It's about the same colour as your bathrobe, as your kimono.
Kimono there, yes.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
A kimono.
Yeah, you'll match my new car, Heather. I'll come pick you up, and you can blend into my car.
That's all right. Yeah, fun. Only take you about 3.5 hours to get up here.
Well, everywhere is relative, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, so what's Cara doing? Is she ironing?
I've just realised this lovely cameo rose top I've got. I think it's part of New Look by the look of things.
So what's New Look? Sorry.
Cameo rose.
I don't know.
Cameo rose. I think it's.
I come across that one.
Yeah, it seems to be a New Look, slightly larger size line.
Yeah.
Right. I hadn't come across it either, so
New one on me.
still learning.
Every day's a school day.
It is. They don't go for much though, which is a bit sad. Never mind. I might just chuck that in with one of my bundles. Can't be bothered.
I'm just trying to work out if I've got enough fabric for this order. Well, I'm sure I have.
It is part of New Look. Thank you, Maria Clark. Right, I remember that now.
So is Lainey doing a quiz this afternoon?
Ooh.
Saw someone saying they were looking forward to the quiz, or is that tomorrow?
Don't know. That's I do not know the answer. Can I have a different question?
Yeah. Still getting to grips with this new phone. It all goes differently.
They don't go, do they? Do they go?
Not really.
No.
They don't tone. They contrast rather than tone.
Two different blues.
Indeed.
Yeah, Jem says it is quiz today.
Ah.
Ooh.
What about them?
Yeah, there you go. They're better.
Yeah. Right, so I need white. White for that. 2, 4, 6. What was the other one? Oh, purple. 2 purple. Which purple does she want?
I'm so conditioned to covering my mouth when I cough. Not that you wouldn't put your hand up anyway, but I've started coughing into my shirt even when I'm alone.
Okie doke. Oh, yes.
Anthony says he wants a T-shirt that says "It's just hay fever."
Yeah.
I need that.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, sorry. Just whacked Mike. Just finding out which purple she wants. Right.
I did, Lisa. It's going in Monday, and it's about almost 300 quid cheaper. So yeah, that is. I did get a better quote.
Oh, that's good.
Well, if I say it's going in Monday, it's going in about 10 minutes because they're starting work on it Monday. But Anthony's in Portishead now, so if I take the car now, Anthony can bring me home again. So,
did Anthony get his mask yet?
Not unless it's coming in today's post. I didn't see any post at all yesterday. So, did you address it to him or me?
To you.
In that case, no, it hasn't come because I'd have opened it and I'd know. So it's possible that if it was addressed to him that he got to the post before me yesterday and I didn't know anything about it, you know, but
yeah.
But no, if it's addressed to me, then it hasn't arrived yet. It's probably going to come today.
I want to see him wearing it. Pictorial evidence.
He looks better in a mask anyway. He's much improved. All of our family look better with our faces covered.
Oh, no. Poor boy.
Right. I now have to go. I thought I blah, 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 blah. I'm going to spit this sentence out. I was about to leave and then I was like, oh, I've got parcels and I could go parcel shop. And then I was like, but there's 3 to do. So I thought I'd come upstairs, do the 3 parcels. Now I'm going parcel shop. Then I'm going to Portishead. Then I've got to come back in the van.
What a fun day out.
It's getting into the van. Climbing up into the van. Because, you know, they have like a step. Well, the step is a bit rusty and rotten. So he's like, don't put your weight on that. And I'm like, well, I can't fucking fly.
Put your weight on it.
So he's like, oh, just put your foot to the very edge. So I'm like on the edge of the step going, I'm going to die. I mean, I'm not going to die. I'm probably going to get a sprained ankle at worst, you know.
Yeah, but you don't need that.
Oh, Chris Tyler said he thinks Royal Mail are only delivering parcels on a Saturday, no letters, maybe. In which case, on Monday, because it'll be letter post, wouldn't it?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe. Right. Andrew Wave. Andrew Wave. Thank you for having me.
I'll see you later. A van ride to Portishead. We know how to live, don't we? Party Central here. Oh, I cannot find this brand now. How annoying.
Sam said she'll come on if we're still on and she's finished her yoga. I don't know what time her yoga finishes.
Oh yes, that's yes. That's Louise Bendybird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do some yoga myself actually. But, my weekly classes started back up again. I absolutely love it.
I need something for my neck and shoulders still.
Yeah. Well, Louise has got a yoga, hasn't she? That's specifically one of her yoga sessions that's up there is specifically for neck and shoulders. One of the very early ones she did.
Yeah. I'll do that again. Yes.
Yeah, it'll help. Anything that eases that.
It's my fault with the shoulder. I lifted the sofa. Shouldn't have done.
Gosh.
Put my cookbook bookshelf back in the living room, and I had to move the armchair to get it back in the living room. And I'm very impatient, and Darren was at the shops, and I should have just waited.
Instead, you kind of hoofed.
Yeah. And then I was like, ow.
Yes, I mean I can do that, and that's fine, but you've got to be careful. So that a dress? Yeah.
Oh, I need to go back on the live chat. What have I missed? Yeah, I think the post office. I mean,
Oh, it's all these bloody item specifics. That's what annoys me. Oh,
sorry.
That's not nice.
It went backwards there. I had it on yours. What was I going to say? Oh, the t-shirt yarn that I ordered, which I don't know if it's going to work. The strap. I need to test it out. I mean, it's really good value. It's a big old load of it. But I can't remember who was saying you might stretch it and then it stays stretched. I don't know.
Yeah.
To stitch as well, because you've got to sort of hold it open to stitch it. It's hard to fold and stitch.
So it's fiddly.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to work. People make blankets and stuff out of it. Anyway, this took about 10 days to come. And of course, the day that it came was the day that the lady was going to refund me if it hadn't come.
Oh, Lainey said she'll pop on if you can send her a link. She can join us. Oh, what am I doing? There we go.
Lainey. Oh, hang on. I need to copy the stream again. Very technical, this. Do you know what I have to do every time we have a hangout? I have to copy the link and email it to myself.
It's weird that it doesn't come through for you, because normally it just pops up on the messages and you just press it and go. Really, really strange.
There you go, Lainey.
Stretchy, that's the word I want in my top. Here we go.
I'm trying to stretch my neck. Oh, makes me look skinnier.
Oh, you'll do yourself a damage. Oh gosh. What size? It really annoys me when they just put a size like extra large in, because that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It's like where you're thinking to bit to bit and take it from there. That's why I always put measurements in things, because I was saying to somebody yesterday, I've got everything from a size 8 to a size 16 in my wardrobe, and it's not because I've changed size overnight. It's simply that clothes are weird. Clothes are weird. That's my statement of the day. A little thing to take with you. Now that's 23
tops, and I've got some size 22 tops. So it just depends, doesn't it?
But if something measures 23 inches pit to pit and it's stretchy fabric, that's going to fit somebody who's possibly a 20, 22. I'm thinking I've got to work it out. Right, I put the measurements in because everybody's different, and
depends on you.
Depends on how you put together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're all different, thankfully.
See, I'm a 47. 47, my widest chest.
Is that top or bottom?
It's about a size top. That's about size 20. I'm an 18 on the bottom.
47. So actually, this is probably an 18 to 20 then. Okay.
Yeah. Well, depends, you see. Not everyone's got large
testicles. Breasticles, yeah.
Yeah, the ladies paid me for those eight face coverings, so that is what I'm prepping now. Oh, there's Lainey. Hi, Lainey.
Hello.
You're right.
Didn't realise my hair was so. I've just been in the shower, so it's like
floofy.
It's floofy, fluffy or whatever.
How are you today?
I'm good. Pleased to be getting up again. That's for sure. But I was going to go in the shower yesterday, but then I thought if I go in the shower and I can't go out, after, because my leg flares because of being up, then I'd rather go out, even though like today I haven't been in the shower for 2 weeks, so I've just had to have like, because I couldn't get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can only do what you can do.
I know, but it's much better.
So you planning on going out today?
Like probably for just round the block, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, kind of thing.
Bit of fresh air.
Yeah. Although it's miserable as hell out there. It's like,
Yeah.
I think we had really bad really bad fog in the night. And there's still a little bit of it near the river I can see from here.
So do you think there was fog on the time?
Yeah, and on the weir.
It's supposed to be better on Monday for us, Lainey.
It's supposed to be nice, did you say?
Yeah, it's supposed to be better weather on Monday because I was planning on doing my washing on Monday.
That'd be good. Be nice to have some better weather. I just don't like the heat, and I think like last night I was really overheated. I don't know if it's just me.
No, it
And
was
that
quite
huge
humid
thing.
last night.
I hate that. It just drives us insane.
It doesn't help when you've got a fairy
Hello,
dog
everyone.
next to you as well.
Yeah.
Cuddled up, wants to cuddle up, and I have to just go like that sometimes, just move him because he's just so hot.
Jasper likes to get on the bed, but he always leans on my legs. So I can't, like, he hasn't been allowed for 2 weeks. So he's just like not understanding why he's not allowed. Bless him.
Oh. Is Jem still in the chat?
Yeah.
I think so.
Jem, that's like a dark pink because you wanted something pink. So that's like a dark pink. And then like a baby, like a light pink. And a Ditsy floral, pink Ditsy floral.
Oh, that's nice.
This is my fave. It's like a little stars.
Oh, cute.
More of a darker pink.
Pretty.
Let me know if you like any of them.
Loving your hair though, Heather.
Oh, thank you. I was thinking it needs a wash today, actually. I just wish it'd grow even quicker than it does.
Yeah.
But it's all dark underneath, you see.
It's a lovely colour, though. The grey is just a lovely colour. It's got a shine to it, like a.
Yeah, I will have shiny hair, which is unusual, I think, for grey hair for it to be shiny. But my hair's always been naturally shiny. But when you colour it, it doesn't do it a whole heap of good, I think.
Is it that purple shampoo you can get for silver hair that makes it shiny?
I haven't been using anything except normal shampoo, so
Oh.
I don't. That's just the colour it grows. That's just me. And my hair's very. I have quite a lot of hair, but it's very fine. The texture is fine, which is why I don't wear hats and things, because everything sort of slides off. Can't keep anything in it. But,
Sorry, Jem. I've gave her too much choice.
Oh, we can
Too many pinks.
Get them again.
Too many things to think about. Yeah, it's my little white bits at the side that amuse me. It's my sideboards.
So we've got the dusky
like
stars.
I like that. That's cool.
We've got the Ditsy
I like that.
pink floral.
I like that and the Ditsy one. Which is
That's like a little. It's almost like a heart. And then the little like the sunburst, starburst, like a dark pink.
Oh, that's cool. They're all lovely. Have one of each, Jem.
Yeah.
Have one of each.
Yeah, have them all.
Like the Ditsy floral or the stars one. Do you want everyone to vote then? Floral or stars? Morning, Aid. Have you done yoga this morning? Yes. Yes, I can do the stars.
I've been wrapping lots of presents for next week. My birthday, and I'm wrapping presents.
Something surely
This
wrong
doesn't
with
make
that.
sense, does it?
Is it your birthday on Saturday? Saturday?
Week today, yeah.
And it's
then
Darren's
I've got
birthday
like
Sunday.
on the 21st. Because Prince William was born on the 21st, and I always wanted him to, because I remember as a child wanting him to be born on my birthday, and he wasn't. He was born the next year.
But you're a solstice
Hi, Ed.
baby. Mm-hmm.
Puts you on the cusp of, is it Gemini and Aquarius?
Aquarius is January.
Oh.
Gemini.
Yeah, it's Gemini and Leo, is it? No.
Cancer.
Cancer,
of course, yes.
Gemini and Cancer, yeah, because he's never sure what star sign he is, because it's different in different things.
I always say I'm a Gemini, but I don't know. Because it depends as well. It depends by some of them go by, is it the 22nd? Some go by the 21st.
Yeah, the sort of general month things don't really work that well. It's better to actually have your chart done, because that's much more. I know people think it's all a bit woo-woo, but you get much more individual stuff. I had one done for when my son was born, and it's so accurate. I mean, it really is his picture and everything. It's fascinating, and I only got it done as guidance for me to give me a few clues as to how to bring him up.
Yeah,
standing better, you know. It's pretty accurate, I have to say. It's quite accurate for him. But that was done knowing the time he was born, the place he was born, literally down to the minute. So that gives you a much better. But those sort of monthly ones are all a bit crap, really. In my humble opinion, I'm saying.
I was born at like 25 to 4 in the morning or something.
Got everyone up early then. Your poor mother.
Yep.
Yeah, you see, I had the decency to be born just in time for tea, apparently, according to my nan. And my son was born just in time for lunch on a Sunday, because Sunday's the day to be born on.
I was born on a Thursday. At dinner time, she was born at 12:30. And my son was born at 1 o'clock in the morning, but it was 5 to 2 in the morning, but I had a cesarean, and it was a Monday, so it was like Monday morning.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with us on weekends. It's like Sunday, yeah, it's a quiet day. It's a good day to be born. So both me and are Sunday babies. Yeah. It's like so nearly 14 years.
Because my uncle's not alive now, but I was born on my uncle's birthday. My nephew's been born on my birthday. You know what I mean? And then my friend had a child on my birthday, so it was like it's just lots of birthdays on the same day.
Wow.
So I've said to Gem that I'll line it with the Ditzy floral, so she can have both.
Oh, so you actually get. Oh.
Some makeup on my face. I don't have to, but it just makes us feel a bit, like more confident and stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Feel good. Yeah.
Just gives us that,
Yeah, obviously I haven't.
I don't know if you don't need it. You look lovely anyway, so you don't need it.
Oh, well, it makes you feel, isn't it?
Nobody needs it really. No. It just makes us feel more confident.
I put it on for Cellar Ladies because I kind of feel like I'm getting dressed up for that. That feels like I'm making an effort because I don't generally.
Yeah.
I'm a real lazy tart. I don't do anything.
You
It's
didn't
just like
listen.
it's like a mask, isn't it? You just kind of, it's like a confidence thing. Like I just feel I feel like I sit better and I don't know why. It's like getting your nails done. Now after you've had your nails done, you kind of like, you're doing this on everything. You're going, yes, and I need to pick that up and I have to show you my nails. Yeah.
Yes.
But then other times you're like hiding them because they look terrible, so you just keep them covered.
Oh, you know what I was thinking the other day? You shouldn't look back in hindsight, but a couple of years back, before I started reselling, I was going to do make samples for a fabric company, and if I'd have done that, I might be on Create and Craft TV now, doing fabric shows.
Mm.
The girl's lovely who's doing it. I've spoken to her on Instagram. She's probably a lot more knowledgeable than I am, because she can do clothes, whereas I can't do clothes.
You don't know.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that the other day, I was thinking that could be me on the telly.
Well, you're going to have your YouTube channel, so.
Jem, I'll do yours next once I've prepped these 8 ones for the other lady. Might have a quick look on eBay and see if I can see any stingray fabric or beach style fabric, which was my other request.
Yeah.
Beach.
I've never seen stingray fabric, but you never know.
It's got to be somewhere, hasn't it?
Stingray fabric.
We had a shop in Tunbridge Wells, which is just down the road from me, and they used to do all that kind of weird and wonderful fabric, you know, like themes and that. They must have specialised in it.
Mm. I've looked it up on eBay, and all that's come up is stars.
Oh.
So, which is strange. Beach theme. And one
Morning,
thing.
Auntie Sue. Auntie Sue says you could do clothes, Karen, if you tried it.
I know.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Just confidence.
Just have a go. I mean, you know, it's like anything, isn't it? Practice.
Yeah.
Try something smaller first, like, because my friend when she started doing it, she did it baby clothes at first, like to practice. You could even make Monty something, couldn't you? Like,
oh, little dog.
Yeah, little dog outfit.
I made him a bandana that fit on his collar, but he's grown out of that now because he's much bigger now.
Well, you have to make him a bigger one. He's stopped growing now, hasn't he? He's full size now.
Yeah. Oh, I found some fabric with beach huts and stuff on. I have actually got some beach themed fabric, but it's the print is too big, so which is a shame.
Yeah.
Just take a picture of that.
Medium. What does that mean?
So all these different messenger things, I get mixed up where I'm talking to people.
There's no way that's a size 12. I say medium, and then I'm thinking, but that's quite big for a medium.
What brand is it?
Winsmore. I'd say it's got to be at least a 16. It's quite
I was going to say, like, Winsmore, isn't that like an older ladies brand? Isn't
it? They're quite generous, aren't they, with the sizing?
Not that you catch
Yeah.
me, but yes. I put all the measurements in anyway. That's the only way I can do it. It's the thing when I go online to buy clothes, because I do occasionally go and look at for certain things, and they don't put the measurements in. I can't buy it because it's like I don't know if it's going to fit me.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something that hasn't got.
I asked me. Some people, because it's the same. Like I can get one size and it'll not fit us, and then another size will, and whatever. So I just ask if the measurements aren't there. I ask, and some people have been like, "Oh, I've put it away now." Well, fine, then I won't buy it.
Yeah.
But most people will do it. Most people will measure it.
So it'll fit a 44 bust. That's. Oh, I have to work my way up.
To 16, isn't it?
The 14 is a 40 bust, isn't it? Because the 12 is a 38. No. Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's 16 to 18.
Yeah. Depends how loose people like things as well. Some people want it fitting and some people don't. But in larger sizes, people don't tend to want it too clingy. I would have, because it's not so comfortable. 2.5, I suppose.
My mum ends up with loads of clothes too big for her because in her head she's bigger than she thinks she is. I think my mum's a size 14. But she won't buy a size 14. She'll buy a 16 or an 18.
Yeah, it's because they don't want it clinging in the wrong places.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I might be a size 12, but some 12s are really skimpily cut, and then others are, it's really hard to buy anything because I can go a bit in between the sizes. I'm sort of in and out. So I do have hips, so I can't wear something that's straight up and down because it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, me too, Carol. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Oh, is this a quiz?
Yeah.
What's the quiz this afternoon, Lainey? Peter.
It's the one you did with Peter.
Oh, fab.
And then
that one day if you need it. Victim.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it looks fun.
Well, not next week, maybe the week after, if that's all right with you, Heather. I'll sort it out with you.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because I've got Peter on Saturday, Georgina on Tuesday. I know Nick said he would do it, but I haven't arranged anything with him yet. And then if you want to as well. And then obviously see if anyone else wants to before I wrap it up.
If other people need to go in first, then that's fine, whenever. But I'll just stick myself on the list.
I'm looking forward to the specialist
subject.
Saturday
for next. Yeah. Saturday for the next week, and then once, because I was going to start another quiz, but then I thought, you know what, I'll have too many going in my brain and just put so.
Yeah.
I'll just finish this one off because I've still got Trivia Tuesday, but that finishes on Tuesday. Although I'll be starting that again. And then I've got I've got a couple of things planned on Saturday, so a week today, which is it's the first day of summer, but it's also my birthday, and I've got like some sort of treasure hunt kind of reseller race thing with Lex is going to do it, Nick, Aid, Ashley, and possibly Neil, which is No Easy Money. So they've got like so I'm going to give things like find something in your house beginning with B or something like that, and they've got to go and find it and show it the camera. The first one back gets a point, that kind of thing.
Wow.
and so on.
Darren made a good point to me, Lainey, because I was saying to you, I'd love to do that. He said you can't do that because Monty will go mental. If you're running around the house, I'll end up tripping over him.
Yeah. It should be a good laugh, hopefully. Speaking of Peter, hello Peter. But yeah, the specialist subject quiz that Karen was talking about, we'll get to see maybe 4 different people altogether, and then there'll be like general knowledge rounds. They'll have to write it down, hold up the answer. You get a point if you're right, and then obviously in the specialist knowledge, if the other people get it right, they get 2 points because obviously it's someone else's specialist knowledge.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
So
I don't have a specialist area really. I'm a generalist, so yeah. But it'll be good to see. Yeah.
Do you not think animals or witchcraft?
Yeah, but then some poor soul's got to try and come up with the questions for witchcraft, and seeing as most of it is under oath and secret, that would be a bit tricky.
Oh.
I don't know. Possibly.
I didn't know that.
Well, a lot of stuff is out there, but finding it would probably take an age, I would imagine, if it wasn't your thing in the first place.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, it could be very hard work for you.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, well, I hadn't fully decided yet, but I was thinking either say 5 questions on it or 10. Do you know what I mean? Like either 5 or 10, given that it's a specialist thing.
Sorry,
but I think if the other, it just makes it a little bit like more interesting, as Karen said, if the other people get the chance to get 2 points for knowing the answer.
Yeah.
Bit more competition.
I forgot to say, anyone who didn't see, I was talking about this last week. The snow leopard arrived. So
that's nice.
Snow leopard.
Oh.
I've just made one of those.
She's got one, hasn't she? Yeah.
Right, Gems fabric now. I'll stay on for another about half hour, and then I'm going to cut all this, which I can't do because I'll end up cutting my finger off. That's how clumsy.
Yeah, we don't need blood on the ground. I mean, it makes it a very different sort of show, doesn't it?
This finger nearly got cut off. I went through it with the rotary cutter, and I had a massive flap of skin, flap of finger.
Oh.
And I've got a big scar.
That's not good.
My hand slipped off the ruler. So I've got a safety ruler now.
Yeah.
It's actually what builders use. So my hand's out of the way, because I used to just have a normal ruler where you put your hand on. So now I have that, so my hand's out of the way so I don't slice myself.
Oh, that's good.
We don't need claret on your show.
Good. No.
Because some people are squeamish. There we go. There's a nice little Radley bag. It's cute. With a little darling.
Oh.
It's a corduroy one, so it needs a little bit of a wipe over, but I quite like that.
Yeah.
It's unusual to find a genuine one.
I got myself at Christmas, well, it was like a Christmas present, but I chose it. I got myself a handbag from Marks and Spencer, and it's actually really good, really nice.
The quality is good.
Yeah.
This stuff's amazing though. My Dr. Martens Wonder Balsam. There it is.
Yeah, I've got that.
Couldn't live without it. And I've also got they call it mink oil. No mink were harmed in the making of it, but that's really good for leather as well. I love the smell of it. It's called Lotion Saphir. Hang on. Lotion Saphir. And it's they call it mink oil, but there's no mink in it, I promise.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't. It's just another treatment for leather. Just helps soften it and feed it, really.
That's what I was going to ask. Anyone got any film recommendations? Because it's our movie night tonight.
Kind of stuff do you like?
Oh, all sorts. Last week we watched 12 Years a Slave, because we went to the cinema to see that years ago. But I hadn't
Yeah,
seen
good movie. That.
Whiplash, which is about a boy who does like drumming in like university. That's a really good film. If anyone's ever seen that? I can't remember the name of the actor. The actor that's in it, he's going to be in the new Top Gun film.
Oh. Yeah, I do watch movies, but I find most of them aren't particularly memorable, so I just forget them.
Yeah.
Inception, that was a movie I quite liked. Oh, and the Mars one.
Storage is really good.
Whiplash is good. I think it won quite a few awards actually when it came out, because it's got such a good twist as well. Brilliant twist.
I'm trying to think what I've watched recently, but you know, when you like just get a mind blank.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah,
I like a crime thriller.
Yeah,
a crime thriller.
That's what I like. Best ever.
What's that?
Killing
in the Commuter. I need to finish watching that. I haven't started the third series because I wanted to wait until it was all there, so I could binge watch it rather than like have to wait a week because I hate that.
Yeah.
So, The Commute is really good. Have you seen that?
The Commute.
The Commuter.
The Commuter.
What's his name? Irish actor.
Is it on Netflix or Sky?
I don't know. Just trying to find my phone. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I can't do live sewing on YouTube because we had a hangout. Was it Wednesday? And I had to keep muting myself because the sewing machine's too loud.
It's industrial, isn't it? It's got a real kick.
It's very fast and quite noisy.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling
he's Irish, isn't he?
He is. With a name like that, yeah, I should say.
I think. Yeah.
Isn't it awful what happened to Liam Neeson?
See what film.
She had a skiing accident, didn't she?
Yeah.
I've gone through in the last couple of weeks. I think I've gone through six cans of this.
Wow.
I've got about 25 still.
You're keeping them in business though.
I buy them when they're half price. So,
if you use that many, definitely. Oh dear. I can hear the best sound in the world coming from downstairs in my house.
What is it?
Husband is vacuuming.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Loving that. No.
Right, I'm going to go. I'm going to put my face on and I'll be still in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to go and get dressed, to be honest, because it's late and I need to get my son out of bed because he can't stay in there all day, although he probably would, given half the chance.
I look forward to the quiz, Lainey. I'll watch the
Yeah, what
quiz.
time's it on?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So I'll see you there, but I'll be in the chat anyway.
Okay.
But thanks for letting us on.
No, it's been fun. Lovely to
See you
talk to
later.
you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Right, and I'm going to pop off as well. So
Okay.
thank you for having me on.
Joining me, Heather.
All right, toddy bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Oh, I completely forgot to say that I'm hosting Cellar Ladies on Friday, and I haven't told the ladies this yet, but my idea for the subject this week is going to be the reseller surgery. So, like a panel of experts and me, send me messages with your questions, and we'll try and answer your questions. But you can also, if you're not a reseller and you haven't got a reseller question, you can also send us dilemma questions and get our opinions, because I think we're all pretty different in our opinions. So if you've got a dilemma that you want us to answer or a reselling question, that is going to be the topic for Friday Cellar Ladies Live. So let me know. Darren's just said, right, I'm on my way, but he's talking about, if you heard that, he's talking about his Xbox game. He's going to help somebody. He's got a group of mates that he goes on with all the time. What's that perfume? No, I don't know. Oh, I love the Sewing Bee too. I'm two episodes behind though. I need to catch up because I like perfect silence when I'm watching it. I like to give it my full attention, and that doesn't happen very often. So I'm 2 episodes behind. So don't give me any spoilers. Oh, Nicole. Yes, she is clever, isn't she? Clever lady. I think some people just have a natural ability, don't they? I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't made any clothes, because I just feel quite like I see them on there and I just think I can't do it. Oh, Lainey was saying about it being foggy. It is actually still quite foggy here because I'm looking at the tree in the distance and it's all misty. What's my eBay shop called? I haven't got do you want my eBay shop for masks or do you want my eBay shop for other stuff? Because I haven't got masks on there. I've just been selling my masks through Messenger and Instagram. I have got a 25% off sale on everything at the moment. What's the best rotary cutter to buy? Oh, I bought many. Me personally, I just use one of these ones with the blade. I always buy good Alpha blades. It's not really the rotary cutter, it's more the blade. And I find that Alpha blades are the best. They're a little bit more expensive. It's spelled OLFA. And I buy like 6 at a time, and they do last longer. Other stuff. My eBay is, I wonder if I can put a link in. Let's try, shall we? If I just open a new tab, go to my overview, go to my shop. Copy the link. back to the chat. There you go. Hopefully that should work. That is the link. It's Kazi Makes and Resells is the name of my eBay. As I said, I haven't got much in there at the minute because I've got stuff waiting to be listed, which I'm planning on doing, but the face coverings has took up all my time at the moment, and as I've said before, I can't do a full 8-10 hour day. I could do about six hours, and then I'm good for nothing. Oh, hang on. Yes, they do need to do a plus size episode, and it's not like they can't get the patterns, because I don't know if you've ever heard of a magazine called Burda. I think it's international, because I used to work for a magazine subscription company, and we used to sell absolutely loads of them, which is it's a magazine with all plus size patterns in it. I think it was either Burda, and there was Burda Style as well. We used to sell lots of those magazines. I may have to double starch this fabric because it's not playing ball. I'll put that to one side and starch that again. I'm only going to be on for like 15 more minutes. All you sewy people out there watching, why don't you, just for fun, just for this last 15 minutes, quiz me and see how much I actually know about sewing? Because I'm quarter of a way through a sewing diploma, and obviously I'm self-taught other than that, so I've picked up a lot from programs. I watch a lot of Create and Craft, which probably quite a few of you sewers do as well, especially on a Sunday. I don't know what Darren's doing. He's making some odd noises. His mate, Mark, that he goes on with, Mills, he's absolutely mental. He's from Liverpool. He's mental. So do you guys like the idea of next week's Seller Ladies? My idea, but reseller surgery, or Dear Deirdre, give us your dilemmas. I think if Carla can be on, she'd be hilarious. I don't know if she will be though. She's been on the last 2 weeks. Oh, and even trying to find a question to ask me regarding sewing. Oh, I bet there were some proper industrial machines used there, because that would be tricky making a golf bag, the leather and that. You'd have proper industrial machines for that. I don't know if I've explained before, but you spray water on to get the creases out first. So that's just water in that bottle. Spray water on to iron out the creases, and then you put the starch on when it's flat. Let the starch soak in for 5-10 minutes, and then iron it again. And that makes it easier to cut and easier to sew. Getting hungry, I need to have my brunch. Oh, can I fix a broken zip? There is a way to fix a broken zip, but I think it's pretty difficult if it's actually in a garment. or in something, because you have to cut teeth. Like if the zips come off, you have to cut the teeth at a certain angle or something to fit them back up. I'm not a big fan of zips. What are feed dogs? Feed dogs go up and down in the bottom bit of the sewing machine. They've got little teeth, that's why they're called feed dogs, and they move around like this, and they move your fabric while you're sewing so that your stitches go along. And you can drop your feed dogs if you want to keep still, if you're doing like free motion embroidery, where you move the cloth and not the feed dogs stay still, and you move the cloth and make patterns with the stitching. That's the sort of motion that you do while you're doing it. Most sewing machines have a 4-point feed dog, but like industrial ones I think have 6. Can't. Ooh. I don't know, there's like 2 big ones on there, and then I've got like, oh, there's 5 on that one. So my industrial one's got like 3 big ones. What is the right name for a folded wedge of fabric designed to help tailoring over a curve? Bias cut? It's cut. If you want fabric to have a bit of stretch, you cut it on the bias. You've got the warp and the weft. So with fabric, you've got a warp and a weft. I can't remember which is. You've got the selvage edge. I can't remember which side the warp and the weft would go on. The weft is weft to right. And then the biased is corner to corner. If I pull it corner to corner, it has a stretch in it. So if you want something with a bit of stretch or go around a curve, you cut it corner to corner instead of left or right, up and down. Does that make sense? I don't know if I made sense. It says to keep your fabric in place on a sewing machine when using it, so you give extra answers and have bonus points. I would say the foot keeps the fabric in place, because you put the foot down and that holds your fabric between, well, I suppose it does hold it between the feed dogs, yeah, but the feed dogs actually move and feed the fabric. Point, dart, arrow or slit? Point, dart, arrow. Yeah, a dart, yeah. Oh, sorry, yes, a dart. You put a dart, you fold the fabric, yes. See, that's clothes, and I'm not so good with clothes, although I do know that of sewing bee. You put, like in a dress or something, you would put a fold in the dress to go around your bust. I haven't got anything to show with a dart in right now. That's just a t-shirt on the mannequin. When and by who were sewing machines invented? Well, the modern sewing machine was invented by Isaac Singer, and I think it was 1869, but I might be wrong. Don't know. I might be half right there. Yes. Cellulose is going to be like, Dear Deirdre, I have a dilemma. You can even do a jokey one if you want to, but just send me your questions, so they can be reselling related, or they can be a dilemma that you want us like help on my kids. I'm going to kill my kids in lockdown or something. Send me your questions by Friday, and the best ones will get read out. But you can also ask a question in the live as well. Was that right, Joe? Was that right, Chris? I don't know. Tell me if I'm right, Chris. Isaac Singer. And I know he had like 17 children or something. He had many children. He invented the modern sewing machine as we know it, and he also invented hire purchase. So people used to pay weekly for their sewing machine. 1846. Oh, Elias Howe. Yeah, that's probably a sewing machine, but the modern sewing machine was invented by Isaac Singer with the feed dogs and the how we know a sewing machine now. He invented the bobbin and the all that stuff. It is someone else who invented the sewing machine, but that's the modern sewing machine. No, I haven't starched that. You see, I've put that there saying it's done, and I haven't starched it. I'm going to starch this, and then I'm going to go and get some brunch, which will be. Oh, I'm running out of starch. I'm going to have 2 Weetabix and 2 crumpets for my brunch. Not together. It'll probably still work, Nia, if you got some oil and oiled it, because they last forever. At my mum and dad's, I've got 2 sewing machines, I think, unless my dad got rid of. My nan gave me one, an old one, which was Ross. They still make thread now, but they used to make sewing machines. Ross Friedman, is it, or something? From the 60s, I think it is. And then I've got a little sewing machine at my mum and dad's just in case I need to. I think my dad had one as well, but I think he might have got rid of it. He bought one off my cousin. It was knackered. I said to him, Dad, this isn't any good. Oh, a hand singer, wow. They're not worth a lot because there's so many of them. A lot of people have kept them, used them for ornaments and things. So they're actually, an old sewing machine's probably worth 20 to 50 quid, depending on how rare it is. It might be worth more if it's a rare one. But the ones you see all the time, they're not worth much. Right, I've got to make a stack of fabric to cut. Put that on there. And then put that over the top. Well, thank you everyone who stuck around for the 2 hours I've been on. Would you like me to do it again next Saturday? Or not? Or shall I just get on and work next Saturday? Do I wear a thimble? I don't hand sew. Thimbles are for hand sewing, really. I don't do a lot of hand sewing. What do you specialise in making, if not clothes? Homewares, I would say. I did buy a bag making book, but I've made 1 bag so far. I haven't. You do want me to do next Saturday. Thanks so much, Jem, for your order, and I'll get that made today, and it will get posted on Monday. And yeah, thanks everyone for joining me, and I'll hopefully see you again next Saturday. All right, take care.